Yo, what's up? It's Armani White, Big Baby Blanco, and a whole bunch of other nicknames. I'm here with Fotos Magazine. I need to book one of these rooms out. You ever go in one of them break it rooms where you just break shit? Yeah, I heard about it. I never did this shit either. Armani White, rapper, philosopher, philanthropist, bunch of other words with PH, from West Philadelphia. I'm a great human. I'm a Libra. I'm trying to think of other shit that I am.
Stop, cause I'm going hard in a minute. Malcolm at the Mars and he start pandemic. I got niggas in the
I had COVID. I had COVID. I was stuck in my room. That's why my voice sound like that. I recorded it at the crib. I didn't want to I didn't go to the studio, get everybody sick. And yeah, we recorded it, mixed the most of it at the crib, all of that. It was really wanted to some. I think it was somebody emailed me that beat. Somebody emailed me that beat, and I was like, man, this is kind of heavy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm in the crib. I done watched every season of Courage. I done watched every season of Adventure Time. I done watched everything. I'm just bored at this point out of my brains, and just kind of started like, you know, fiddling around with that beat for maybe like 3 days until I came up with those verses. And the sax was like very, very, honestly, the sax might have happened maybe 3 or 4 weeks before it came out. It wasn't even like I just got one of my homies died. He's just really good at, you know, obviously playing the instrument. And he had came over to work on a completely different song. But I was like, hey, while you're here, I think it might sound dope if you added something right there. And ended up, you know, it ended up coming out how it came out. But yeah, I think recently a lot of the records have just been, before I used to sit down, make them, come back to them, rework it, come back, rework it one more time. Now it's just like, yo, it's done. You know what I mean? Like, we on a microwave now, like we just get him out. Really watch yourself as so I always have like this I'm always kind of slight way troubled when it come down to like writing like hood records, just because I know when I was in the streets when I was a young boy, and when I decided to get out as a young boy, like, oh, y'all niggas ain't playing fair. Like, y'all doing certain things that, you know, it's like certain principles, like, yeah, we ain't gonna snitch on whoop whoop. And then I seen certain people snitch. I was like, this is kind of weird. I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no money in it. You know what I mean? It's like when I was writing that record, I was kind of trying to get back in that bag, but at the same time be like, you know, okay, I'm a little older now. I'm a little wiser now. So let me speak from the perspective of, okay, cool. Like, you know, you know, like, it's just like a lot of the words that's inside of that record is just like me being insightful. I'm like what Jay-Z be doing on records now. We just trying to teach generational wealth. It's like, I don't rock Gucci because I can't afford it. Why? I'm pricing out the keys on the lease for the beach and the weather with the fleas on their knees for the freeze and the jump on the trees to the leaves for the, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the theme around it is like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, I'm from the hood, but I'm not stuck in the hood. I'm not still in the hood. The hood made me, the hood raised me, but the hood didn't capture me, swallow me, and keep pulling me back into it. Like, you know, it's like, okay, look, I'm a prime example that you can make it out of there. You know what I mean? So the story behind the things we lost in the fire is two different stories. The less personal story, or I guess both of them are personal, was last year we had a house fire in West Philadelphia. We had a house fire that we ended up having to go to jail for because they ruled it as arson. So, I mean, there was no basis on the case. Like, they sent us to jail. They put my brother in jail for 3 months. And then, you know, after a year, they dropped the case. And, you know, everybody walked away with nothing. But the deeper story behind that was in 2006, we had a house fire with me. Well, I wasn't there, but my aunt and my 4 cousins, or my 3 cousins, all 4 of them died in that house fire in 2006. So the storyline behind Things You Lost in the Fire is just kind of, you know, giving the narrative of just like, you know, dealing with the grieving process behind that. And like, it's just been something I've been scared to talk about in music for the past 15 years, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the real basis of, you know, the meat and potatoes of that project. My advice for anybody going through anything is to speak to yourself, you know, and speak to yourself as much as you want to hear from whoever it is that you think is going to help you. because I went through a lot of like, grief counseling. I had to talk to this and, one-on-ones with my pastor and whatever, but nothing was as helpful as me sitting down, writing these things out to myself. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of songs that I wrote about these topics that never came out, that probably never will come out from like 6th grade onward to now. But I think the moment that you get to really speak to yourself about these things and not run away from whatever these things are that you're dealing with in your head, the easier, it never gets easy, but the better it is when you're coping with it and when you're dealing with it and when you're, when there's moments where you have to talk about it. It's because, nobody's around when we're fighting with these demons and these things in our heads. Yeah, I was about to roll on this answer, but yeah, I already answered it for you.
Now, how do you feel you've grown as an artist from 2019 when you released Keep in Touch to now releasing Things We Lost in the Fire?
Bro, I was just talking about this. I was talking about Keep in Touch to Things We Lost in the Fire. I had this opus idea, right? I was like, every song that I made, I was like, I need this to be like Magnum, like the biggest record ever. I was like, okay, we got this one song. It's just 808s and a melody. Let's put trumpet on it. Let's put a choir on it. Let's put an organ on it. And then I realized, like, instead of putting 5 things on one song, why don't we just make 5 songs? So instead of me trying to put all these different instruments, saxophone, on one record, why don't we make one saxophone record with Watch Yourself? Why don't we make one, trumpet record with, what I mean? Like, I started to spread it out. I think we were just talking about it because I was like, man, I was too black for the white kids, too white for the black kind of thing. Like, I couldn't get into certain festivals or play certain festivals because the music wasn't black enough. But then I couldn't play certain other festivals because it wasn't like pop or electronic enough. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just kind of like, I'm just making more music that I would rather listen to on a day-to-day. I think before, from Keep in Touch, I used to look at Keep in Touch like China, fine China. And fine China looks nice. It's pretty as hell. You can put the shit in the middle of your kitchen. Everybody admire it. But nobody eats on fine China. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody's gonna like pull fine China out and pour some Chinese food on it, or, like whatever. If I wanna heat some food up, I'm not gonna put fine China in the microwave. We need styrofoam plates. Or we need the little bullshit porcelain plates, And so I think I made my fine China because I didn't know if I could. I did it. I'm proud of it. I hang it up. Now, I'm making styrofoam. Like, I'm not making music for people to admire. I'm making music for people to utilize and use in their everyday life because I want my music to be heard and not admired. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Greatest Philly rapper of all time, Will Smith. Fuck, now I'm playing. Black Thought is the greatest Philly rapper of all time. Then me. Might be a quote. I don't, Black Thought for right now. Lyrically, technically, what we thinking? Songs. Lyrically, I think the greatest rapper is Eminem of all time. I die on that hill. Kill me. Kanye West is the greatest artist of all time. Up until these last couple albums, whatever. Kanye West is the greatest artist of all time, in my opinion. Humble opinion. Michael Jackson is the greatest artist of all time. Yeah, Michael and Kanye, cool. Last question. That was the last question. Well, you said Michael Jordan and who? Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. I'll take Michael Jordan over LeBron. I went to this spot called Harry's in Mexico. They make the best salmon in the fucking world. I went there and played Uno. It was great. I won, obviously, but the salmon was like a good add-on. And then it was my birthday and these niggas bought out cotton candy. But they bought out cotton candy. You understand what I'm saying to you? Best restaurant in the fucking world. Chick-fil-A is the best fast food in the fucking world. They always smile. Let's start there. They always smile. Great people. I pulled up there the other day, made a joke. told them I need 15 milkshakes. They was ready to fill that order out for me. Understand what I'm saying? They just, whatever it is, they just accommodating. And you don't get that anywhere else. But there's a spot in Philly called Fibbers, and they have the best like wing platter, like 10 wings with the fries and shit. I might order that shit tonight, as a matter of fact. What the fuck? Yeah. Fibbers and Chick-fil-A. I don't even eat chicken like that no more, but Fibbers and Chick-fil-A for people who do still get into the meats. Pause. I lost this one. I fought a nigga for this watch at first, and I lost it in California. And the chick I was dealing with at the time, she bought me this one. But she bought me this one, but I had to keep it on her time because I was back and forth from LA to Philly. So I had to keep it on her time so I knew what time she woke up type of shit, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? So this one is always on LA time. This one is always on Philly time. And yeah, I just kept it going like that. I ended up finding this watch and then losing it again, so I had to buy another one. But yeah. It was, I guess. I don't really fuck with it at all no more, but you know what I mean? I guess it had a meaning at the time.
I thought this chain might up, got all them bags and shit. It keep me feeling like I'm not meant to be having it, but I stay grateful. I stay grateful. I stay grateful. I stay grateful.